Welcome back. Ha. Me. Okay. Recording. Yes. Yes. Everything is good. All green. Okay. Cool. A la green. All right. Let's report this quest. Yes, Tataru is ready to express her fright as she is to express everything. Else, not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and is it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow one by one, and the people of Erosia are beginning to unite. Akira, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf us this light. Never have I doubted the Asians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. Ooh, sweet, more aetherite tickets. Okay, sweet. Minfilia would have you investigate a mysterious Laha bread. Alright, let's investigate Laha bread, shall we? I'm afraid that there is no rest for the weary, Akira. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked one, the asking known as Laha bread. This is an ideal moment to do so. Well, our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. As present, we know little and less about the Asians, only the destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each grand company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames respond to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This one is intelligence that we all can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Halls of Flames in Oda to inquire further how you go about investigation thereafter. I leave Wooly to Wholly or wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Akira. Do do. All right. All right. Okay. So I am fucking so close to level up. I just need like 10,000, right? I mean, let's see. Let's see. About a few good XP. Let me just quickly. I really don't like seeing this XP really like close to level up, so I'll just like kill a few things. Let's see. I really do not want to face the. Okay, cool. Ba, 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 ba. How much does this give me? Oh, so it doesn't give me shit. Should I? Mm, let's see. Teleport. Nope, that's not what I want. Teleport to Ulda is 96. Yes, I will take that. Alright. Let's report to the Outer Flame, shall we? Bam, bam. Oh, what does this guy unlock? Does the same retainers. This unlocks. What is that? It could happen to. What? Whatever. How much XP do you have? Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna do the event. I'll earn a minion. Okay, the centerpiece of the year's rising festivities is a word of any courtesy of Jibinhan Tia, who hopes to foster goodwill among the citizens of Oda. Hello there. Would I be correct in assuring you come to view my expedition? You see, I'm an artist by trade, and my chosen medium is stained glass. While it's not the easiest thing to work with, the results are worth the considerable effort required. It's taken me a while to reach this point in my career, and this is actually my first public showing. I was wondering if it's not too much of a bother if I might give you a brief explanation on the subject matter. Ahem. Then pray, my good lady, cast your eyes at yonder pane. 'Twas the final days before the fall of Dalamud. It, its inexorable approach foretelling our impending doom. Panic spread like wildfire, while many in their desperation turned on the Sultanate. Looting and rioting broke out across Uda. To quell the masses, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo ul Namo took to the streets with a guard consisting of only 7 subjects, for thee alone had the courage to stand with their sultana. There she addresses the rabble. Heed me, my beloved citizens. The realms lies upon the brink of the 7th umbral era. Yet so long as we live, we must not forget our compassion. Now is not the time to take from your neighbor, but to proffer him the hand of succor. She has determined not to let the city of that immortal flames were risking their lives to defend tear itself apart in their presence. Her words brought the people to their senses. They laid down their arms and set about healing the wounds themselves had inflicted on Uda. Thanks to Her Majesty's impassioned speech, those who returned from the battlefield found their home such as they had left it, a gleaming jewel in the desert. It has seemed so long to see the place today. You'd think that the people had entirely forgotten her words to that day, but the same hands that were offered once pre-offered in soccer now grasp greedy at every last coin, even if it means one fellow's man must go hungry. At times like these that we must remind ourselves of the sacrifices of those who came before us, which is why the Rising Festival is such profound importance. I draw inspiration from Her Majesty's deeds all those years ago, and though through my work, perhaps others might do the same. Dear me, I'd better stop before I'm overcome with emotion. There are, in fact, matters in which I must attend, and not if I'm not mistaken, you are an adventurer. Yes, I'm something you might be able to help me with if you're willing. In addition to having my stained glass on display, it's been arranged that a wandering minstrel give a recital as part of festivities. I'm looking to gather as many spectators as possible, but I fear I'll struggle to cover the necessary ground by myself. Perhaps you could give me a hand? Twas bless you, madam. I plan to hand out these flyers, and with two of us, we'll be able to reach twice the number of people in the same span of time. If you'd be so kind to look for potential attendees around the steps of Thal, I'll head to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Let's meet there when you're done. Yeah, I'll give you a hand. I'll give you a hand. Let's see. Right here, General Special General. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. We gave him a hand. Okay, let's. Ah, fuck. Let's do his stupid fucking quest. Let's see. They shall be here. Oh, that's the rising. Let's see. No. Okay. There we go. Oh, fuck. Wow, shit. Okay, the masked men, you are come on behalf of the science, of course, yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been sighting of this rogue near the, about Eastern Thalan. A brass blade stationed at High Bridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activities. There we go. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days long, slain by marauding horde of Krekrun. Fate can be a cruel mistress, but do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, High Bridge sees its fair share of travelers. are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You fellow do worse. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Baru. Hi Baru. The fellows always starved for customers, and he no doubt welcome you attention whether or not you have the coin or the mind to spend it. Okay, let's not go there. All right. Okay, let's continue with the side quest, shall we? I'm just doing it just to gain this fucking level. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm 39? Fucking hell! If I become 50, I might have to like level my character, my other thing, my other job, just to get the experience. Okay, let's harass some people, shall we? Let's just punch him and give him this flyer. Yes? Fuck off. This that sound rather intriguing. If it's the same minstrel my associates have mentioned an occasion, I had best go and see what all the fuss is it about. I hear he's rather talented. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Walk free, walk free, walk free, believe. I forget the lyrics. Alright. Got something you want digging up. What's this piece of shit? Can't say I'm much of an expert, but when it comes to music and fine art, but it ain't often a block like me gets a chance to sample the high life. I'd be a fool not to miss. Where's the person? Where is he? Where the fuck is he? Where he is? Where is it? Where is he? Where is he? Wait, what? Oh, there she is. Wait. What? Is he a human or a giant? I don't know. It looks damn routine. May I help you? Here's my number. Call me. Saying less, despiting the Sultan herself, no less, I've always been a loyal supporter of hers, and it would uh, remiss of me to pass up such a opportunity. I shall be often to attend. Okay, okay, okay. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, oops. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. Looks. Okay. So if I lock it, okay. Basically, no. I can't do shit. Okay. OCD is killing me. There we go. No, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. That should be good enough. Let's go talk to this bitch. I think she was a giant. Rogue. A row. I think it. Fuck. Yeah. And I guessed it correctly. All done! Much appreciated, but I'm afraid I've run into a bit of a problem. I was in the process of handing a flyer to this gentleman when my friend Essen showed up out of the blue. As chance would have it, these two chaps previous acquainted, though they did not appear to be on particular good terms. But now I'm supposed to pay you back, and the amount keeps going up. If you coughed up the money on the day we originally agreed, there wouldn't be such much interest to pay. You've only got yourself to blame. But Aston, if your interest rates weren't so high, perhaps he'd have been able to pay you back by now. I'm not saying you should wipe the slate clean, but surely you can come to a compromise. All I want is for him to honor our agreement. What's wrong with that? Besides, I've held up my side of the bargain, so why do I have to be the one compromise? But let's say I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that you generally lack the means to pay me back. I grant you 1 week's extension, but if you still don't have the money by then, there will be there'll be consequences. Only a week? Alright, you damn vulture. You'll get your gil, then I'll be rid of you for good. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, cool. Sad to say that such incidents are part of everyday life in Ulda. Someone is financially difficult. Someone in financial difficulty sees a moneylender as answer to their woes, like a oasis in the desert, but only a miracle, an illusion of salvation, leading them into even greater debt. Then again, many debtors will borrow money without any intention on paying it back, relying on endless stream of short-term solutions. I hope that those who look upon the art will remember the words of the Sultana and seek to help rather than exploit one another. Those two chaps you saw arguing with now would benefit from it. I'm sure you know Aston wasn't always like that. He picked me up when I was down more times than I can. We both grow in the streets of Ulda, but no one to turn to but each other. The only reason I've even here today making a living as an artist of all things is because of Aston and his talents for business. With a few words and a couple of handshakes, he could get turn Gil into a gold mine. But as years passed, it became an obsession. No matter how much coin he made, it was never enough. I wish he realized there's more to life than personal gain, but nothing I say gets through to him. That's part of the reason why I turned into stained glass art in the first place. It can express my inner thoughts far better than words ever could. Well, my words at any rate. Oh goodness, I do apologize. You must think I'm an awful bore to rope you into helping only to bombard you with complaints and sob stories. But enough of that. It's high time I return to the expedition and prepare for the arrival of the Mistral. Okay. Okay. Mm, do 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 do. And here comes my children. My love's abundant. Ah, there you are. I hate to say this, but we've run into a slight problem, and by slight problem, I actually mean rather a huge catastrophe. Cast, cat, I can't even speak today. So huge, in fact, that I need a moment to compose myself. While I'm loath to impose you on any further, I've a feeling I may need your help, or at least some moral support. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Fuck you. I'm just joking. Okay, I'll help you out. What do you need? Uh, Ben's Tia's heart is not the only thing that is broken. All right, enough panicking. It's time for a decisive action. While we were out disputing flyers, these children were a little overzealous when it came to admiring my artwork. It seems they were unaware of the look but not touch rule that normally applies to these things. And well, it fell on the floor and shattered. Where's the money? I'll take the money. I'll be like 200,000 gil. Alright, what would you say? This calls for six of the best. No, their punishment must be more severe. I suggest staging a play based on the same act. I'll be Nano Mo. What else? Not the first thought that crossed my mind. I must admit, the recital is due to begin any moment, so the only viable option is to repair the smashed pane as well as we can. I think we have we that I think with a little adhesive here and there, the spectators will hardly notice the cracks. Unfortunately, I don't have any to hand percent at present. While I run off to fetch some bonding agent from the Alchemist's Guild, perhaps you could try piecing the broken glass together. Don't worry, I'll show you how it's done. Are you ready to begin? Yes. The following controls can be used to repair the stained glass. Default settings. Move left, right. What? Select. Okay. 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 So. Okay. Fuck off. Come on. Okay. Come on. Okay. Justice. Fuck. That, I, I, I know. Right. Okay, fuck off. And there we go. Okay, fuck off. Okay, come on. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Bada boom. Fuck off. Okay. Hey, sweet. Okay, come on. Oh, there we go. Hey, there we go. Yes, that's perfect. With a few dabs of adhesive, it'll be as good as new. Well, almost. Should certainly suffice for the time being, though. All wells that ends well. Yes, the children are beside themselves with worry, but now they're as delighted as I am. Okay. The fuck's wrong with you, bitch? Oh, just a moment of nostalgia. I know from first-hand experience that moment of horror that comes when breaking an expensive piece of glass. A few years ago, I was helping Aston with one of his adventures as an art dealer. I was in desperate need of gil, so I hired him to transport a few pieces. That was when I dropped a case containing some valuable stained glass, and I'll never forget the awful sound it made. But rather than curse me for my clumsiness or fret over the money it had cost him, his only concern was whether I cut myself of any of the shards. So you see, that's why I don't blame the children for their little misadventure. I suppose I'm following Aston's example. Actually, that's one more favor I'd like to ask you. For the right perfect kill, I think it's asking to see my stained glass. It might remind him of the days when there were things more important to him than money. Of course, I tried various approaches in the past, and most of what I say to him goes in one ear and out the other. But if were to come from someone else, such as your good self, he might be more inclined to listen. Would you mind having a word with him? No. You're too kind, perhaps. You could start by handling him this flyer going from there. I expect he's in the quicksand where he carries out his much of his business. His clients trying to be a bit more malleable when they're in their cups. It seems, anyway, if you could rouse his interest in the festivities, we'll leave the rest to him. All right, let's let's shove this flyer up his ass. Alright, thank you for expressing the interest of our very wares, but I'm afraid that we are not yet in business. It basically means I have to complete the fucking quest. Hey! I remember you, Bryn's assistant, yes? Or maybe he's yours. Either way, I appreciate you looking for him. He needs all the help he can. Though I must say, if you've something that required my attention, I'd rather you kept it brief. Shove it up your ass. Yes, I know all about Bryn's exhibit. Thank you. Keeping my ear in the ground as I do, there's little that goes on in Uda that exceeds my notice. So, why did he send you to advertise it to me? He wants to remind me of the good old days. I might have guessed it would be something to do as something as soapy as that. A lot's changed since then. But he's still the same daft sod he's always been. Not that is necessarily a bad thing, mind you. Is It's his sentimental side that allows him to create such evocative, works of art. But I've always felt that if he tried to make a living out of it, he'd lose the very essence of what makes his piece so special in the first place. Rather than expressing himself, he'd have a pander to the taste of wealthy but fickle clients to turn a profit. That's why I want to earn enough for both of us so he'd be free to pursue his dreams. While he doesn't need me to pay for his bed or and board anymore, I still around to help him if he falls on hard times. And just to make it perfectly clear, it's not that I don't want to attend the expedition. I decided not to go because if people were to think that Brigham is associated with a money lender like me, it would ruin his good reputation. But if he insists that I go, perhaps I can make an appearance without drawing too much attention. Tell him I'll think about it. Would you? Fuck, 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 fuck. Alright, go. So what did he say? He said he's not gonna come. I'll just wait and see. Whether the outcome, I'm very grateful for you. All you've done, and I'm sure you'll be pleased to hear I've saved you the perfect spot from which to view the event. Citizens of Ulda, by the words, be transported to the days before the calamity, a time when all hope seemed lost, as the lesser moon hung low in the sky. A wave of terror washed over this fair city, turning neighbor against neighbor, brother against brother. There, in the midst of chaos, she stood defiantly, and so our tale begins. Hearken now to the Sultan 7. Ex- Astonishing! I could see the event of that fateful day in the my mind's eyes as vividly as I see you now. Such a profoundly moving performance would surely have touched the hearts of everyone in attendance. Aston, you came after all. An artist you may be, but subtle you are not. Now is not the time to take the from your neighbor, but to proffer him the hand of succor. A message of to all Uda, I'm sure, but also one meant specifically for me. I had to admit the Sultan made a good point, and it still stands to this day. Maybe it's time I thought about earning the honest living. I knew you'd overcome around sooner or later. And Aston, I can take care of myself now, so you needed go to such lengths to support me. I'm glad to hear it, but let's get one thing straight. I didn't become a moneylender just to cover your expenses while you carve out a career as an artist. I just decided didn't want you to promise your deals and quality of your work for the sake of keeping a roof over your head. Now you can concentrate on doing what you do best. Bring joy to people through your work. As for me, I should find a better use of my skills. Perhaps I could go as being back to being a art dealer. That way you can create whatever works you please while I seek potential buyers. It certainly beats making commissioned pieces for such uh, pretentious buffoon. You're suggesting we go into business together? Yes, unless you have any objections to working with a very recent reinformed moneylender. Of course not, and I know just where to start. Producing more pains featuring the Sultana and her 7 trusty followers. Imagine the streets of Ulta lined with stained glass, despite its illustrious history. The sparkling jewel of the desert will shine brighter than ever. There is more than I could dreamed of. Of course, none of this would have been possible without your kindness, Akira. You probably hear a fuss uh, words of praise, often in your line of work, but I sincerely mean it. Thank you for all you've done. Oh, and there's was one other thing I meant to tell you. The wandering minstrel was wondering if he could have a word with you. In fact, he has a present of sorts to give you. He should be somewhere nearby. Best of luck finding him. There we go. Ah, you've come as I knew you would. Gibhentia speaks very highly of not only your skill at piercing through broken glass, but the loyalty and compassion. Your virtues are many and varied indeed. Were it not for your contribution, the festival would have been without its centerpiece. My accompaniment of a song was not but a garnish to the fine dish that was our mutual friend glorious work of art. Perhaps you will allow me to express my gratitude with another piece I have composed. Greetings, warrior of light. You needn't be alarmed. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream, a flight of fancy conjured by your very mind? Perhaps or perhaps not. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Noyoki Yoshida. It gives me great pleasure to meet you, brave soul, one who has chosen life of adventure. Your travels have taken you to lands far and wide, and you have encountered people of all walks of life, each with their own ideas, hopes, and dreams. As time flows onward in a never-ending spiral, the course of history is guided by mortal hands. Though your existence be brief, our deeds echo for eternity. 7 years has been passed since the lesser moon descended. 7 years since mankind rose from the ashes. 'Twas a spectacle none shall ever forget, and that how they live to tell the tale is cause for both celebration and reflection. When we cast our minds back, it is not sorrow that fills our hearts, but joy, for we have been afforded a second chance that we may learn the lessons of the past. As we set forth towards new horizons, those with a thirst for adventures will lead the way. While there may be hardships and strife on the road ahead, there is no obstacle but that we cannot overcome if we believe in ourselves and each other. Countless kindred spirits shared our journey, and it is through mutual respect and understanding that we may create a better world. The future is what we make it by our words and deeds, and we will forever be at your side. Brave adventurer, you have our undying gratitude now and always. The time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Ever will we be watching over you and your deeds. Guide the realm into peace and happiness, warrior of light. Thank you, Yoshi P. Okay. And lo, you return. Pray tell, are you left with pleasant memories fleeting through they may be? Though they may be it. That is well, for such visions are wont to fade all too quickly as the morning grew in the light of the rising sun. Mayhap another of my verses would make a suitable gift ere we part. In the wake of calamity, let's descend once more to illuminate a world reborn rises from the fires of war. Neath the eyes of heaven, deception crumbles to dust. Those divided by malice, united by bounds of trust. On fields awash in crimson, battle raged far and wide in the name of liberty, and courageous few turned the tide onto a distant realm, drowned in with reticence, relenting strides forth the harbinger of night, iron will unbinding. For the sake of their loved ones, there are those who take to the battlefield, and yet those who remain behind have their roles to play. Protectors and the protected providers and the provided for principles upon which every nation is built. It is the duty of those who rule to ensure that these elements are kept in balance, even if they must face great peril. The words of the Sultan ring as true in the here and now as they did not did on that fateful day. May each of us take them to heart as we face the new dawn as well as one. A. All right. Ba, 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 da, ba. You have unlocked the jigsaw puzzle minigame. Open the toy chest in your any in room to try this activity. Do 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 do. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see. Gonna use this. So we will be going to Eastern Thala. Let's see. The Rising Intendant. In looking to the past, we have solace in the present, and think of what the future may hold. There, that is very essence of the rising. This year, we have prepared a spectacle fireworks celebration. It is sure to enthrall everyone in attendance. Okay, not okay. What's the vendor has? Let's see. Anything good? Okay, I already had that add that stuff. There we go. Deposit this. Probably sell. I probably sell this as well. Let me just use my retainer. There we go. Here's the retainer belt. Well, hello there. Well, hello there, Hellebe. Have a retainer. Nope. Okay. Okay. I can't sell that. Huh. Okay. Well, that's why I'm such Gotcha, doofus. Okay. Okay, so that's basically place an armor that I can sell. Come on. Alright, so I don't need that. Do I need this? I'm not using glamour, so I don't need that. Let's see. Sorry. Alright, let's teleport to Eastern Tala. Oh, cracking my back is so good. Alright. Alright, so we will continue this in the next episode. Glad that you guys watched this, and see you in the next one. See you.